What's up, it's you? For today's video, we're with full rhyming Pokemon moves team. Skylar, this one is for you. Now, this is all based around Pokemon having moves that actually rhyme with a name. For example, Aegislash and Night Slash, right? It was quite interesting because there was only certain moves that rhyme with certain Pokemon, and it made it a great challenge. If you want your own custom theme team or Pokemon sweep, you can check me out at patreon.com/Pipguide tier 2 and above. The link will be in the description of the video and in the pinned comment. Now, today I've got 3 battles, and I really hope you enjoy them. Now, the first battle is against Skylar because, of course, she wants to verse her theme team as well, and it was a very, very good bunch of battles today. Now, the first Pokemon we got here is the Duskull, and also my opponent is running a theme team too. I wonder if you can guess what it is. So my first Pokemon here is Seedot, the mighty Seedot. So we've got Seedot with Nasty Plot and Grass Knot. Get it? I'm gonna try and emphasize the nickname every time. I'm gonna see if I can do it for the whole battle. It's probably not gonna be out there. Anyway, so Seedot is gonna be going for a Nasty Plot, and now I can go for a Grass Knot afterwards. However, we got the Duskull going for the Trick Room here, so that's gonna be able to easily outspeed me. Now, unfortunately, instead of attacking me, it's gonna go for Mentor. I mean, it fainted the Pokemon, that was good, but it did get rid of all a Nasty Plot boost on the Seedot, you know what I'm saying? So I really needed those boosts because, Seedot's special attack isn't exactly great, right? Now, the EVs I run in the Seedot were max speed and max special attack, timid nature. Now, in comes the Drizzly. I'm going to go for a Grass Knot on the Drizzly, and it doesn't really do too much damage. If I had Nasty Plot up, which I did before, it would have been a clean 2-hit KO. So here comes a physical Drizzly set with the Fell Stinger. I did have the Focus Sash there in case it was a critical hit or it did a little bit of damage, so that was kind of good. So I went for another Grass on here. It doesn't enough to take it out, but I feel like after a Life Orb, and I might be able to swap something in afterwards, that could definitely give me the advantage there. So bye-bye, Seedot. You did pretty well with Grass Knot. Now, my next Pokemon to swap in here, I need something to take this out before it gets another boost with, Fell Sting or just does some general damage. So I was like, let's go into Dushin, right? Now, the moves we got on Dushin, of course, we got Dushin with Confusion, Explosion, and Infestation. So we're trying to run the Dushin with, I guess, the last, 3, letters of the name, or the syllable, right, of the last name, right? So Confusion, I feel like, was the best match of names right there. So the Trick Room is going to run out there, and the next Pokemon to come in is Pumpkaboo. So like, okay, I can't do a lot to Pumpkaboo. I mean, I could go for Confusion with my Dushin, or I could go for Infestation. Obviously, Explosion or Dushin is off the table, but I could go for either one. Now, Confusion, I may get Confusion, but it's a low amount of chances. So I was like, okay, let's go for Infestation. I'll get some damage at the end of the turn, right? Now, we got the Pumpkaboo going for a Poltergeist here. I've got the Everlight as the item, max health and max special attack. I only just managed to live that one. That hit so hard there and get a little bit of Infestation damage off with my Dushin. Hope I did that right. I'm probably pronouncing these Pokemon names right, and wrong, and you guys are going to roast me. Anyway, so here comes Elite Seed. Not Elite Seed, a Seed Bomb. I did it again, and Dushin is going to be going down. So I've lost 2 Pokemon so far, which is okay, right? They're probably some of the worst Pokemon on my team. So we got Nidoking with Fling, Poison Sting, and you're probably wondering why I've got Thunder Punch on there. Thunder Punch is for max lightning, right? Get it? So anyway, we got the Poison Sting, a little bit of a disrespect KO there, and down goes. Wait, it wasn't Poison Sting, it was Fling. Now that was the TR overheat on that one, right? This is a cool idea. I think I may have mentioned this before, right? I think it'd be really cool if that was super effective because it was obviously it was overheat, right? And that was a fire type move. So it could actually be based on the item you fling if it was a TR. I don't know. Pretty cool idea, I reckon. Anyway, go for the Poison Sting on the Serena there, and I get a poison, and then the Serena uses Fling as well, and it's going to be flinging a Iron Ball. It does a lot of damage there. Nidoking nearly goes down a one shot to a critical hit. Now, right here, I'm thinking, well, I can't really go for a max lightning, so I got to go for another Poison Sting, right? You know what I'm saying? So I may be able to use Nidoking's max lightning in another battle. Here comes a Trop Kick. That's going to take Nidoking out, but Nidoking did pretty good there. It took the Pumpkaboo out and did a pretty good solid amount of damage there with its Poison Sting. Now, I thought about going for Sheer Force Poison Sting, only I'll pin my shell, but I decided to go for a Poison Point Poison Sting. Next Pokemon is Aegislash. This one rhymes probably the best. Head Smash, Rock Smash, Air Slash, and Night Slash. That's awesome. Like, it's perfect for it. So the EVs on this Aegislash were max speed and max attack, right? Now this was like a mix set. And it also had the capabilities to Dynamax too. However, I thought about it for a long time. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to Dynamax. The only Pokemon I'm going to allow to Dynamax will be Nidoking, right? Otherwise, the move names will not match up if I go for a max move there, right? So I really limited myself to just doing Nidoking, which was difficult, right? So I'm going to go for the Air Slash on the Serena. That's going to take it out, so that's pretty nice. And now in my attack form, Aegislash. The next Pokemon here we got is the Scrafty. So I'm like, okay, that's going to drop my attack. I still can use Air Slash though, so that should be okay. And once again, I cannot go for Dynamax, right? So only Pokemon I can use for Dynamax is Nidoking. Now, speaking of Dynamax, we got a Dynamax Scrafty. I actually don't mind Scrafty's shiny. I used to not like it, but it's sort of grown on me a little bit, like the yellow and the light green. It's sort of like the lime. It's almost like a lime green. Its pants, right, and its scarf. I love how it holds its pants up too. I think Scraggy actually drops and holds its pants up. I forget. Anyway, so we're going to go for a Air Slash here. It does pretty nice damage, and here comes a Max Darkness. Now, I've got no idea whether that was going to be a physical move or a special move because I was in Blade form, right? And it's not like I had King Shield or anything like that either. So Aegislash is going to be going down. I've got 2 more Pokemon left. Now, the next Pokemon is Fracture. Now, the moves I got on this one were as follows. Now, I gave it the Custard Berry, Max Speed, and Max Attack. And I've got Counter, Endeavor, Excisor, and Endure for the, I guess, the last couple of, letters of the names. That's really what it was working off. I felt it was, really quite a creative team, right? So we're going to, if anyone actually can think up a Pokemon, right, with specific moves that we haven't included in this video, please let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your creativity there, but I thought these were really good. So we're going to Max Darkness here. I'm really starting to think this is a special Scrafty, and judging on the damage it did before. So I went for a double Endure. It didn't do the job, and Fracture is going to faint. What I wanted to do right there is get, the Endeavor on the Custard Berry there, but unfortunately, it failed in that case. Next Pokemon and last Pokemon on tape is Executor, right? So I can see it's got Throat Spray. Obviously, it's now a special set. I know that. Obviously, I found that out with the damage on my Fracture. Now, the moves Executor's got is Draco Meteor, Snore, Uproar, and Stun Spore. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this one's got a full bank of moves here. It doesn't, Draco Meteor will hit hard, but apart from that, it's a little bit of a, memey sort of set. So here comes the Snarl. Unfortunately, that's going to drop my special attack. Now, the item I ran on this was White Herb, which actually wasn't all that bad because that's going to get rid of the drop of Snarl. That was there for Draco Meteor there. After I used it, I could consecutively use it twice in a row without having a drop. But it is what it is, right? At least it wasn't a negative 1 in special attack. And Scrafty's pretty bulky on the special side, and it managed to live that. So it's like, okay, that's a shame. I mean, I could go for an Uproar here. And the funny thing is, there's no way for me to use Snore unless I get put to sleep. So I had many battles for this team. I had some on my stream, I had some afterwards. I never got to use the move Snore. Now, in this case, I was like, okay, I haven't used a Dynamax Pokemon here. Nidoking's fainted, so I'm going to allow myself to use a Dynamax Pokemon, right? If Nidoking is out of the picture and isn't able to, attack or anything like that, I actually allowed myself to do that. But if Nidoking was still alive, I absolutely didn't Dynamax it. So that was sort of the rule that I had right there, right? So we're going to go into Dynamax Executor. Look how tall it is. It's beautiful. Look how long its trunk is. I think that's what you call it. So we got another Snarl from the Scrafty. Of course we do. That's going to drop my special attack once again. I could go for Max Whirlwind and take it out. Now, there was one more Pokemon left after this, and I'm going to be honest, I had no idea what I was going to be able to do to it, because it was pretty bulky, right? So, bye-bye, Scrafty. So, the last Pokemon we got here is the Runerigus. Now, Runerigus is a little bit, it's kind of bulky on the defensive side, right? And I thought, well, I can hit it on the special side with a Max Whirlwind. That'll at least do a little bit of damage, not too much, right? And it's about, I'd say a 3, maybe a 4 hit KO. But you got to remember now, if I go for Draco Meteor, right, I'm going to be dropping my special attack every single time. And it's already been dropped by the Snarl. So the Runerigus is going to be setting up the Trick Room. It's obviously going to control speed. Now, I've got one more Max Whirlwind, and that's pretty much it. Now, Runerigus is going to be a Trick Room special sweeper with Nasty Plot. And it's going to hit me, I'd say, with a Shadow Ball or something like that, right? I can go for one final Max Whirlwind here on the Runerigus. And it's definitely not in range to take out a Draco Meteor next turn. I believe I'm going to need, 2 hits to take it out. So I'm thinking about this one for a bit. What should I do here? It's definitely going to be able to take me out in 2 hits at very most, maybe even 1. So I thought, maybe I could go for a Stun Spore here. So I went for a risky Stun Spore. I believe I had absolutely nothing to lose here. And the Shadow Ball almost takes him out. It's very close. And Stun Spore lands with that shaky 75 accuracy. I'm very thankful that it actually landed them. So I thought, okay, they can still outspeed me, but they may get paralyzed, right? I might be able to get 2 paralyzed in a row to finish off a Draco Meteorite. Now, Draco Meteor, I fire it off, they get paralyzed. It's like, wow, this is really good. I've got a chance to land 1 Draco Meteor, and then I'll have to land like another one after that, right? So go for the Draco Meteor on the Runerigus, and I get a critical hit there. That was so lucky. Like, I got the paralyzed. Actually, you know what? I got the Stun Spore to land, I got the paralyzed when I needed it, and I got the critical hit on Draco Meteor. Wow, that was so lucky there. Thank you for the battle, Sky. Man, that was some extreme luck there. Then I should have definitely lost that battle. Okay, let's get on to battle 2. This one was against Derek. I don't know if this one was on stream or not. I can't really remember. I do a lot of battles on stream, then I do a lot off stream, so I keep it sort of fresh, right? So the next, the first Pokemon, then not the next Pokemon, is Ferrothorn. So it's like, wow, I'm completely and utterly walled here. All I can do is fling my Overbeat, which should be super effective, and that's it. Like, I can't use Thunder Punch, obviously with the outside of the Dynamax, and I can't use Poison Sting because it's Steel type, right? So Ferrothorn's going to go for a Power Whip there, does a lot of damage to me. I don't really like this matchup too much. I'm going to try and leave my Nidoking to later on so I can use Max Lightning, right? Next Pokemon is Aegislash. I thought this would be a great swap in, and I might be able to get some sort of, damage on it. And then it went for Explosion. That was so lucky there. I didn't expect them to use Explosion. That was just a lucky swap in there. So bye-bye Ferrothorn. They must have been a little bit salty there. I would have been salty, right? Now, the next Pokemon to come in after the Ferrothorn is the Steelix. I'm like, wait a second. I might be able to make use of Seedot with Grass Knot, right? Because, Steelix is really, really heavy, right? Now, Steelix, instead of attacking, is going to set the stand up. So, like, okay, that's going to get rid of my Focus Sash. So, I believe this will probably be able to take me out the next turn. I mean, at least I'll be able to get 1 Grass Knot off it, alright? So go for the Grass Knot on the Steelix. Does some mighty damage to it with no special attack boost at all there. Here comes the double-edged Steelix. It doesn't take me out. I lived on 17 health, and then I get hit by the Sandstorm. So I can actually take the Steelix out with true Grass Knot. It's probably like the only, one of the few only times Seedot was ever going to be able to take a Pokemon out there with Grass Knot. So that was awesome. So Seedot's going to go down the next turn regardless whether I outspeed or not because the stand is up, right? Now comes out a very dangerous Pokemon. It is going to be Excadrill, and they are going to probably have the Sand Rush ability, and they've got a Sword Dance up. So things are starting to get a little bit nasty right now. I'm going to go for a Grass Knot. At least if it had a Sash or something like that, it is now gone, right? You might be able to see my opponent was running a theme team there as well. I think they're possibly running like a theme team. So next Pokemon to come in here is Fracture. So it's like, okay, I can go for a counter. This could work here. Are they going to be able to take me out? So we're going to go for counter here. Here comes a Rock Slide. It's not enough to take me out. Nowhere near. I went for the counter here, and Excadrill is going to go down. So that was very, very good. Now, I actually didn't say the right EVs for this Haxorus earlier on. Sorry, Fracture. I'm getting my my rhymings mixed up. I had max health and I had max attack. I was relying on Custard Berry, right? And it gave me a little bit of bulk too. So go for the X-Scissor on the incoming Bisharp there. It's a 3-hit KO. Now Bisharp's going to go for another. We got another Sword Dancing Pokemon. So like, oh man, here we go again. Now I thought here maybe I could go for the Endeavor here and get it down to a low amount of health. So I was like, let's go Endeavor and see how much, I can take it out. Maybe in the next Pokemon, right? And they go for a Fury Cutter, and Fury Cutter's going to take my Fracture out. So Sword Dance, Fury Cutter, Bisharp. Only on People Nice Channel. Now, the next Pokemon to come in here is Aegislash. I thought, okay, unless they've got a Dark-type move, I'm pretty good to go, right? And I should be able to easily outspeed them. So, changing my stance here, I can go for a Rock Smash. It's 4 times super effective, and that is going to take that amazing animation. That is going to take the Bisharp out. So, that was very good that, Rock Smash on this set, because I believe I wouldn't be able to take it out with any of the moves I had. They were all, resisted, yeah? So, the next Pokemon to come in here is the Klinklang. I have no idea what this set was going to be. I was like, okay, they're probably going to go for a Gear Grind here after the Shift Gear. At least I can get 1 Rock Smash off it with Aegislash's big attack stat, right? And it might do close to half damage, right? I may even get a defense drop. So it does a little bit under half, and I get a defense drop. I was like, wow, that's super, super good, right? Now, instead of going for a Gear Grind, they had a Zap Cannon instead. I was like, wow, that would have absolutely demolished me if it landed. And I got very, very lucky there because I got the defense drop on the Rock Smash earlier on, which allowed me to take out the Klinklang. So they've only got 1 more Pokemon here. but this Pokemon was very, very problematic. It was a Corviknight. So I'm like, okay, I can go for a Head Smash. That's my best bet. So going for Head Smash, it does not miss, thank goodness. And it only did around half health, or close to half health. So I took some nasty recall, and it's going to start going for Iron Defense. Like, okay, this is probably going to be a Body Press set. So you have to assume right away that it's got Iron Defense, as we've seen, Body Press, Roost, and maybe one other move, like maybe a Steel type move or a Flying type move. I don't really know. I don't know, I was leaning towards maybe a Flying type move, right? Because, of its G-Max move. So we got the G-Max Corviknight. We hadn't seen the Dynamax or G-Max the whole battle until now. So I've got a lot of Pokemon left, but once again, this is quite a threatening Pokemon. And remember, they've already got a couple of defensive boosts too. And when you look at a lot of my team, right, they've got a lot of physical moves. So things are sort of dangerous there, right? Apart from stuff like Dushan with Confusion, which, wasn't going to do anything at all, right? So here comes a Max Steel Spike, and Agishash is going to go down. That tells me straight away it's got something like Iron Head, right? So bye-bye Agishash, and this is going to be hard to get around. Really, really hard. Now, it's got the leftovers as the item, so it's going to be able to get some extra healing up too. I mean, they've got Iron Head. I'd say they've got Body Press. They've got Iron Head. What do they have? Do they have a flying move, or is it Roost? I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they don't have Roost. So here comes another Max Steel Spike on my Dusha, right? I was able to live this one, which is fine. Here I just went for Explosion to, do as much damage as possible. I probably could have gone for a Confusion there. I maybe could have got a Confusion, but it's Dushan. It wasn't going to be able to do too much at all, right? So, bye-bye, Dushan. I've got 2 more Pokemon left here. Now, I've got Nidoking. I thought, well, this is a good opportunity maybe to go for Max Lightning, right, off the Thunder Punch. It's the first time I've been able to actually do it, right? And it's got a pretty good spot. The only thing is the Corviknight has got a lot of defensive boost. So I thought, might be able to soften them up a little bit with the Exeggutor, and I might be able to see if they've got a flying type move. And indeed, they do have a flying type move, the G-Max Wind Rage, and Exeggutor gets melted in one shot. So I'm like, okay, I know that I don't have any healing moves here. I know that they've only got attacking move, and leftovers is their only way to restore health. Can Nidoking withstand a Body Press? I believe it can in Dynamax. And, can it definitely, live maybe the Brave Bird? They're going to have to take recall damage too. Let's see what's going to happen here. So I've got this is basically my last thought. I can go for Max Lightning, and I know it's not going to take out this turn, but it's the second turn after this that interests me, right? Because the Electric Train will be on the field, right? Now, this is, I reckon, it's going to be very close to a 2-hit KO, right? Coming from the Nidoking. Remember, this has like a +3 in defense already. So it's had the Iron Defense, and then had the Max Steel Spike already too. I went for Explosion before because I sort of wanted to deny them of any more, of the defensive boost, right? So I went for the Max Lightning. It did no damage as to be expected, but we've got the Electric Train up on the field, right? So I was interested to see what move it was going to be here, right? Is it going to be Brave Bird? Is it going to be Body Press? What's it going to be? Iron Head. I managed to live the Body Press only just there, so that's very, very good. So this is going to be really, really close, judging on the damage that I did before. So now we're going to go for another Max Lightning from the Nidoking, and it doesn't take it out. I was so close. I really felt like I should have taken that one out, judging on the damage I did before. Maybe I got minimum damage there, and maybe on the first one I got max damage. But regardless, it was a very, very close battle there in the end. Thank you for the battle, Derek. Corviknight was a very good counter with this team, right? Especially with all those physical moves. I shudder to think if I didn't have Nidoking, that would have been nasty. So the third and final battle here, this one was against Robert. Now, this was an interesting team as well. Now, I reckon with this team I had about 10 to 20 battles. And these were definitely the best battles I had. But I had a battle where C-Dot actually took nearly 3 or 4 Pokemon out because they had, all these Pokemon 4 times weak to ground, right? And they disconnected at the end, but I wasn't recording. I was kicking myself. I was going to put it as a blooper, but it was Quagsire, Swampert, they just loaded them up. It was so funny. Anyway, so we got a Butterfree lead here. It's a physical Butterfree, only on Pimmon's channel, and it's going to go for a Bug Bite. Now, I'm going to go for a Grassler here, and look at the damage on Grassler. That beautiful 4 times resist. So here goes another bug bite from the Butterfree, and C-Dot's going to go down. I put C-Dot straight as the lead because I knew it wouldn't be able to do much against this team. You'll be able to see soon why it couldn't do too much. Coming into Nidoking now, I thought, you know what? I'm going to make use of my Dynamax early on in this game, and I'm going to go for the Max Lightning on my Nidoking, right? And that'll definitely take Butterfree out in one shot, right? What's Butterfree going to be able to do? Like, I know physical Butterfree pretty well. Bug Bite's going to do donkeys. Acrobatics, that's going to do donkeys. U-turn, that's going to do donkeys. A Giga Impact, that's going to do donkey. It doesn't have many physical type moves, right? So here comes a Bug Bite. I don't know whether that Butterfree was actually choice banded or not, but I got a poison point from my Nidoking, so that was really, really nice. It's not going to matter too much because, you know, Max Lightning is going to be enough to take it out. Like, say, for example, that was a Focus Sash Butterfree, and C-Dot wasn't able to, you know, get an attack off on it, that poison point would have taken them out without a sash. So that's kind of interesting. So bye-bye Butterfree. I didn't even mean to do that pun, but bye-bye Butterfree. That was a sad episode. It really was. Like, I was all tearing up and stuff like that. Like, my, I don't know, 9-year-old self. So the next Pokemon to come in is Pinsir, and it's going to go for an Endure. So I'm like, okay, I don't think Thunder Punch will bring it down to 1 health unless they're running like, I don't know, hindering the defense or something like that, because Pinsir's got pretty good defense, right? So we got a Throat Chop Pinsir, doesn't do a lot of damage to me, and Nidoking is going to go for a Max Lightning, and that is a Pinsir down. So that's all of Nidoking's Max Lightnings out the way there. It took out 2 Pokemon, and that's my Dynamax. Now, after this, I can't really use Thunder Punch, right? I didn't want to use Thunder Punch because I'm like, okay, I got to stick to the rhyming nature of this team. So I could, like, everyone else could have gone for a Thunder Punch here, but I was like, no, I'm not going to go for Thunder Punch. I'm going to go for a Fling instead. Now, the Durant's going to come and use Metal Sound. It's obviously a special set, and they're trying to soften me up there, baby. And they got a Throat Spray as the item. So essentially, they've got a +3 in special attack when you take into account my special defense drops, right? So go for that Fling there. Does a very, very good amount of damage to Durant. Now I'm going to swap the Nidoking out, right? And we're going to go into Aegislash. Now, I know Durant's special attack pretty well, and obviously it's probably going to have something like Flash Cannon, right? And that's what they went for. And it's got Bug Buzz, stuff like that, right? And we got the Flash Cannon there, and it's not going to do too much damage to Aegislash. So bye-bye Electricity. Now, I thought maybe I could go for a Head Smash here or an Air Slash on the Durant, and it should do some okay damage, right? Now, they're going to go for another Metal Sound on my Aegislash. I'm going to change my form here. The thing about this Aegislash too, once you put it into its blade form, that was it, right? That was definitely it. Unfortunately, my Air Slash missed, and now they're going to be able to get a Flash Cannon off, and my Aegislash is going to go down. I don't know whether Air Slash would have taken it out, but it would have done some pretty good damage. I may even got a flinch too. Next Pokemon is Fracture. I was like, okay, it's about time I made this Endeavor set and used it to my advantage. Now, instead of using Flash Cannon, they went for Energy Ball. I was like, what? I didn't expect an Energy Ball. I just went for an X Scissor there. That's the best move that I had. It didn't really do too much damage there either. Like, I didn't have many options. It's not like I could use Counter Right. Then they pop a Guillotine. I'm like, what? Then, so go for another X Scissor here. I probably need like 1 or 2 more to take it out here. It's going to go for a Flash Cannon this time. Really the only move that can do any damage to me. Since I'm running max health there, I was actually able to live that and go for another X Scissor. And, you know, that was just enough to take out the Durant there. I think we got max damage on that last one there compared to the, you know, the one before. So bye-bye Durant. So it wasn't a fully special set. It had like a scummy Guillotine. Now here we get to use finally the Endeavor Custep Berry here on the Sizzlipede. So go for the Custep Berry Endeavor, and that's going to bring the Center Scorch, not the Sizzlipede, all the way down to a tiny bit of health. It's going to be a special Center Scorch there. Go for the Mystical Fire and Fractures down. But very, very nice there with the Endeavor. So you can see why now I'd led with C-Dot, right? Because I only had Grass Knot. Like, Grass Knot was going to do nothing. So bringing Nidoking there, going for a Poison Sting KO. Man, that felt so good getting a Poison Sting KO there. So next Pokemon to come out here is the Dotlast. I was like, okay, is this going to be an Everlight set? My question was swiftly answered after seeing Poison Sting's damage. Not that Poison Sting was going to do a lot of damage in the first place, right? So this is going to be a Calm Mind set. So like, okay, I've run Dottler a lot of times. I pretty much know its full move pool. This could possibly be, if they're running a bulky Everlight special attacking one, it could possibly stored power, right? Because I have run this one myself before. So I'm thinking, okay, if they get too many Calm Minds up, they're going to be pretty bulky on the defensive side too. I'd say they're running something like, you know, max health, max defense, right? With Careful Nature. So that's probably what I would run with Everlight and then load up the stored power, the Calm Minds for the stored power. So I did a swap here into Douche and I thought, okay, I can't do any damage here at all. maybe I can go for an explosion. Then they went for a struggle bug. So, okay, struggle bug hit me pretty hard there. It's a good thing that I've got Everlight and I went max health there. Dropping my special attack too. So that sort of was out of the picture, going for like confusion or infestation. So I decided to go for the explosion here. Here comes the stored power like I thought. It does very underwhelming damage to Dushin there. They probably should have gone for a struggle bug again there. Not that it really mattered, because I would have been able to live that one and get the explosion off regardless. So Dottler takes a pretty decent chunk there from the explosion. And we've also got the damage from the poison sting too from the early encounter with the Nidoking. So here I was thinking, what I got to do is I got to bait out a struggle bug here. So let's go into Exeggutor. Let's bait out that struggle bug. Then I'll quickly swap into Nidoking, and then I'll go for struggle bug, which will be not very effective against Nidoking, and then I'll finish him off with the poison thing. So that was my thought process there. Whether they predicted that or not is another thing, so they went for stored power. But if they did predict that, that was a nice prediction there. I just thought I'd throw the bait out and then quickly swap it in to conserve both of my Pokemon. But unfortunately, it did not work out that way. So Dottler is on its, definitely it's on its last legs here. I've got my Exeggutor and I thought, okay, there's one other Pokemon aside from this. I could go for Draco Meteor, but it might miss. Let's go for an Uproar, right? Exeggutor Uproar. So go for the Uproar, and Dottler is going to go down. So I'm locked into Uproar now, right? Uproar's basically like, it's like Thrash, but, a special version of it, right? Now, in comes the Scolipede. Last Pokemon, they're going to go for a rollout. So we are potentially both locked into a move, like especially the rollout, right? So go for that Uproar. It does a lot. Like, I didn't expect it to do so much. I was like, what? So it is Modest Nature and Max Health, but I did not expect Uproar to do so much there. So here comes the second rollout from the Scolipede there. I went for another Uproar, and that was enough to take out the Scolipede there. Man, I definitely didn't expect it to do so much damage there. That is the third and final battle. Thank you, Robert, for the battle, and I hope you enjoyed this interesting theme team today. Catch you tomorrow, people. Peace out.